All right, in today's video, we are doing another update on the Raoul Pal Don't Fuck This Up thesis and checking in on the altcoin strategy. So where are we at now after 24 weeks of weekly DCA? So stay tuned.
Bitcoin is booming. Are you cashing in or missing out? At Drip2 BTC, we're rewriting the rules of Bitcoin investing. Earn up to 30% ROI on your deposits, unlock incredible Bitcoin discounts, and transform credit into up to 3,000% APR growth. No hassle, just real results. Don't wait, your future is one deposit away. Drip2BTC.com. Invest smart today.
Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. If you've been following me on this channel, then you saw that I made this public portfolio to represent what would have happened if someone basically would have bought the top. So this portfolio was created right after the initial pump in the market. I'll pull that up real quick. Right here. So this was after the FOMO had kicked in and we had that huge rally from the elections. So there wasn't buying, quote unquote, the top. It was definitely chasing the pump because, you know, before we were trading around in that 68 to 70 range. And then I created that portfolio after we broke into the 80s and 90s, late high 80s, early 90s. So finally, after 24 weeks of DCA, so this initial strategy and this one comes straight from Raoul Pal. Don't fuck this up. So it is a $100 weekly DCA. Of that $100, 50 goes into Bitcoin, 30 goes into Solana, 10 goes into SUI, 5 into smoking chicken fish, and 5 into Doge. And you can see that, well, you won't be able to, but if I do all the transactions, it's actually easier just to select one of these. And then you'll see $50 each week and then 24 total. So this is kind of that public, transparent portfolio to see if this actually works. And since I am in the camp that we are just getting started into phase 2 of this bull run and that it is far from over, you can now see, well, I believe we're going higher. And finally, like it should be about $2,400 invested and we're up, it's at 131. So if you, it's hard to zoom in here. Let's see something. There we go. So you can see it right there that it is just now breaking above the Bitcoin trend. So this means that this portfolio has now officially started outperforming Bitcoin. It's been a long time coming, but that is why it is a thesis or a theory, is because as long as you don't go too far out on the risk curve and we still get the pumps in the top 100 as liquidity rolls from the large caps and the mid caps and small caps, and you don't have a portfolio heavily weighted in small and mids, then you should be able to outperform Bitcoin as long as you pick fast horses, not necessarily the fastest horse. So this is showing all-time profit of $373. I think that's, yeah, for this one. And then supposedly 131 because it's 5% over the last 24 hours. But in total, yeah, it's just about, I'm going to call it $286. So it's a little lower. But either way, out of the 2,400 that went in, oh no, that's right, 2,400, not 2,500. So it is finally up. And like I said, I believe Bitcoin will continue to run this cycle. So this should outperform. Now, the key will be, so right now this is unrealized gains, but the key is, you know, taking profits responsibly. And what I want to do is continue to just stack sats. So I will not be selling any Bitcoin, but like in this portfolio, you could definitely sell the SUI and the Sol, smoking chicken fish, and Doge, and then roll that into Bitcoin. Now, speaking of those alts, when we look at the altcoin portfolio, this one is still in the red. So we had a mini altcoin season kind of rally, but we haven't had the sustained one that I do believe we will still get. I do definitely believe it's coming based off liquidity. So this one is $3,000 total that was invested. So it is down to $600 on its own. It was 2 different dollar cost average purchases of $1,500. And there's no real way to kind of break down and show you guys what happened, but Some of these are up in total, but I guess the average, most of them are down. So, and again, this wasn't chasing the pump, but it wasn't the absolute best time to buy. Best time to buy in the alts was like in the bear market, previous cycle, 2023-ish. But this was buying in before the big signal for altcoins that did rally. So this portfolio was up, I think here, or right before this. Yeah, this is where I purchased in. The first one. Is that the second one? That's the second purchase. Yeah, here's the first purchase way back here. And I think right around here, yeah, altcoins were running and it was doing really well. Then it fell and I purchased in again here. So right now, it's not doing too bad. I can't complain with a $584 loss on altcoins, unrealized loss, because I do believe altcoin rally will run. So the main TLDR for this was to show you that this portfolio, I'll keep it running, keep doing $100 a week, but there is a sound investment strategy. And then the main goal will be to try to actually capture that upside with taking profits responsibly and not round tripping your bags. That's the one thing you have to look out for, is round tripping your bags, especially with alts. You can round trip Bitcoin, but I wouldn't round trip anything else. All right, that's all I got. That is the update. Smash that HBO special, help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.